Hello, lovely people. Welcome to this Ask Me Anything series. This is Ama series. Ask Me Anything. That's how we ask questions, right? Ama, I have a question for you. That's how we ask questions. So this is named very appropriately. So we'll go into the question.
Remember to hit that bell icon for instant notifications on fresh videos and brand new content.
Preeti Subramanian has asked this question. Preeti, thanks for all the support you have been giving from all the way from Noida. So Preeti is asking, what is the most impactful experience you had in your life that you feel shaped you into who you are now? I don't know whether it is one particular event or one particular experience. I think it's overall everything. Very boring answer, no? But I think that's what is true. And I had a very different, very varied kind of an exposure. I grew up in a village. I was born in a village. I grew up in a village. I studied in a Tamil medium school, and I was going to the church with my father. I was in the church choir. Got introduced to music, not formal music learning, but got introduced to some form of music in the church. Then my brother was living in Chennai at that time, so I used to come to Chennai in the summer holidays. Did some tuitions and stuff like that. I think that helped me to get into Gindi Engineering College, one of the top colleges in the state. Then I had a very different exposure there. A lot of guys from there, from CEG, went to the US to study masters. So I went along with them, did some masters, and I worked in the US for about 7-8 years. That's when I really found out what I really wanted. I was searching for something. I got into arts. I was learning tabla for a long time. I really wanted to be a good tabla player, like Zakir Bhai. I was growing my hair and all that, until I met my music teacher, and then I got into vocal music. I wanted to become a singer like Yesudas, or singer like my friend Raghavan. Then we did some music shows together. I was doing Tamil skits and plays and all that. That's when I figured, oh, I should be an actor. So I got all very confused. My friend said, you should go back and pursue performing arts. I came back and became a stand-up comedian after about 8-10 years, doing some more software engineering. So all of this definitely has shaped me, and like Steve Jobs would say, you tend to connect the dots, right? So stand-up comedy is a beautiful art form. It doesn't matter what you present. Humor is a basic requirement, and everything goes. So that way, I've been lucky to have very varied kind of an exposure. Next question, Rohit Swine. Oh, Rohit is a good comedian from Hyderabad. Thanks, Rohit, for asking questions. Can you help comics with fitness? Surely, not only comics, I can help everybody. I also teach yoga, by the way. I'm still teaching 2-3 classes a week. I think yoga is great. I suggest and request all of you to pick up yoga. Even if you do gym and even if you do jogging, yoga is a must. I strongly believe that yoga is definitely doing some healing from inside out. It's a great thing. Please do pick up yoga, the hatha yoga, the asanas and everything. The next one, Lavanya Sundarajan. Kadesila, which school did you get admission for your kids? Oh, you are referring to the Sishya video. So my kids go to Krishnamurti Foundation of India, the school, KFI. If you have heard about that school, it's a very, J. Krishnamurti was one of the philosophers who lived in Chennai, and he's written a lot of books about education. He's written a lot of books about inquiry, a lot of Jnana Yoga related literature he has written. And it's a great philosopher. I'm a big fan of him. I'm a big fan of this particular school. If you get a chance, read books that JK has written, J. Krishnamurti has written about how schools should not encourage competition. He has talked about the life will be better, the world will be a better place if there is no competition. When children right now in TVs we all watch like game shows, this, that, and who is the best. That leads to all the conflicts, all the wars and everything. So he has talked about how we should rather collaborate, how we should rather be just conscious about the nature, conscious about the rest of the human race, and live happily, coexist. And the focus is more on collaboration. The focus should be on collaboration, not at all on competition. That's the kind of philosophy it runs under. I'm a big fan of that. That's where my kids are going. I'm very happy about that. So the next question, Shankar Subramanian. So what do you think is most important for a stand-up comedian? Concept or spontaneity? Boring answer, man. Both are important. I mean, the concept is really important. Like, that's the story you are telling. That's what you are telling, who you are and what your take on whatever issue you're talking about. And spontaneity for me is all about getting on stage and connecting with the people right there and that moment, being in the moment. Both are kind of important. I have bombed some shows because I lacked that connectivity. Even though you may not have to say something very spontaneous, but if you don't have the connect with the moment there is something people know that you're not there, and sometimes it works against you. So I think both are important. And again, you have, everybody has their own strength. You play to your strength. That is always there. And Janaki Narayanan is asking, when and where did you do your first stand-up? Oh, first stand-up comedy in the current form. The stand-up as such I did with Evam. I auditioned with Evam, stand-up Tamasha, and then first gig was in Raintree Havana in Alwarpet. So SA was headlining, Ashwindra was there, so I did a debut show that day. It went really well. Then I got this, that was in 2013 December. Then I did the second gig in Alliance Fashe. That was the second show in the following February, which I bombed, but we'll not go into that. First gig was really good, very memorable. Yeah, but I've been training with Toastmasters for a while. Toastmasters is a public speaking leadership forum. It's a great forum. I recommend all of you, whoever is interested in getting some public speaking experience, that's the place to go. So I was training with Toastmasters for a while, and there I had a lot of contests and a lot of speeches, humorous speeches that you deliver. It's more of a speech, but kind of you can take it a little further, come kind of towards the stand-up comedy in the current form. So I did good number of I put in about 3-4 years there, and that helped me a lot as well. Harish Rajagopal, sir, how do you look so young, sir? To say seriously, I think yoga is helping, man. I've been practicing yoga. I mean, I'm old enough to practice yoga for about 10-15 years, or right now it's about 20 years I've been with yoga, practicing kind of regularly, the asanas and everything. And also I became mostly vegetarian. I still indulge in fish and other stuff, but I became mostly vegetarian. I think that is helping, and they say you are what you eat, right? So I think that does help reducing non-vegetarian food. I think having a right mix of your lifestyle versus how much of meat you need, how much of protein you need, I think that helps also. But predominantly I'm a big fan of yoga. Please, yoga does things inside out, so please take up yoga. Booma Subramanian, hi. What was the one thing that pushed you into quitting your job and becoming this awesome? Hey, thank you. Again, multiple things. Maybe one trigger point was I was getting close to 40, and I was telling myself that, hey, I'm really enjoying my life, but my wife probably is the single factor that kind of turned the needle and said, I don't think so. I don't think you are enjoying your job. I don't think you're truly happy. I said, no, I'm fine. And so, and that's where the conversation started. And she said, why don't you take a break for 1 year and do something else? I was like, I would love that. Then we started saving money for that 1 year. Then we said, why don't we do that for 2 years? Because 1 year is too short, and we had 2 kids to take care of, and we wanted to spend some time and all that. How about 2 years? Then I said, yeah, 2 years would be awesome. That would be fantastic. Then we got closer to that 1-2 years in the sabbatical time. We started saving money. Then both of us figured we should be able to make a living doing anything in this current times, right? The money may not be as good as the IT sector, but should be able to figure out sustaining yourself. So, and also watching watching KK doing a fabulous show in IIT Madras. That was the trigger point also. I said, hey, I can do this. Then I talked to the guys, and I auditioned later on, because it was a new voice, right? I watched English stand-up comedy. I've been watching Tamil comedy shows. This was kind of in between in a way, right? So we are talking about our stories, and it's still English, but it's our voice taking that art form. I thought, S. Aravind and KK and all these guys were nailing it down. I was like, oh, I want to be part of this moment. Then I started working towards that, and then the rest has definitely been a nice, fabulous journey so far. Nandini Jnana, are you planning to act in movies? I really love acting. In a way, I wanted to become an actor, and I was hesitant to quit my job and pursue acting, because I don't know where to go. But this was very tangible, talking to Evam. These guys are already doing it. I can train with them. So this stand-up comedy in an art form, there is a lot more things in your control. So I started here. So I've been doing, along with some of the A1 artists, I've been doing theatre also, acting in plays and all that, Tamil plays. I've been working with writer and actor Vinodini in Theatre Zero. We've been doing Tamil plays. So hopefully movies will happen soon. I have done some auditions. I would love to do acting, whether it's movies or theatre. Yeah. Alright, the next question, Srinath Vaidyanathan. What is your mid to long term goal? Mid-term goal, I'm doing my solo this year. I'm writing my solo. We put a title just now. It's going to be called Alex in Wonderland. See how you like it. Let me know how you like it. That's the mid-term goal by end of this year. And long-term goal, I don't know. Just go with the flow. Be a good artist. Continue spreading love and joy, and continue being aware of opportunities, trends, and whatever. Yeah. No specific long-term goal. Next question. Nitila Raja, what incident gave you the guts to become a stand-up comedian? Like I said earlier, my wife and I, we planned it out, and it's just a matter of we did some calculated risk, right? So, and I was getting to 40, I was getting a little restless, and the family came together, and everybody said, I think I should take a break and do this, and everybody's support, this happened. So how do we get the guts? I don't think I had like very, very special guts, just we calculated the risk. We'll take 1 year and 2 years and try this. If it doesn't work out, we can always go back. That's the kind of risk I took, and we took, the family took. I started doing this, and I am into the 3rd year right now, and thanks to all your support and love and all that, and it's been going fantastic. It's starting to pick up, and I think I'm going to be here for a much longer time. I'm not going back right now. Yeah. Next question, Gnanasekharan Shivan. Is it possible to do comedy without teasing someone? Hey, good question. I don't think so. You are always talking about something, about somebody, and somebody is always related. So you're going to be exaggerating. Comedy is all about either exaggerating or either completely underestimating or just giving a different twist and all that. So you are indeed just playing around with a lot of things, and which means you are playing around with somebody or something. But again, there is always a fine line. I think there is a fine line. I don't think you can put it in words. It's just the tone, it's the context, and it's who. Sometimes in our country especially, it is who you are also. It is who you are defines what you're saying, and it's a very sensitive thing. And because people are very sensitive, and we are also very sensitive people. And but at the end of the day, being able to take a joke on something, even if you're hurt, being able to take a joke on something, I think shows maturity of the individual, of the community, or the other society, and all that stuff. So we are getting there, and we have done that. It's just the times have changed, and there are so many things that are going against people's sensitivity right at this point. So I believe it's very hard to do comedy without teasing anybody. You have to talk about somebody. That's why pretty much all the comics you will see, we are starting with ourselves. The comic comes on and does like a self-deprecation joke on himself, puts himself down, saying, hey, I am putting myself down, which means I need to get to somebody else next. Like, that's the idea there. So Divya Venkatraman is asking, I would like to know what inspires your scripts. How do you keep it original? What inspires you? I start from myself, my own experience. Like they say, truth is very important. Honesty is very important in comedy. Then you start from there, then you let it go. Then you let the story take over, then you let the jokes take over. My friend in Toastmasters, his name is Karthik Srinivasan, he used to be my mentor. He used to say, start from truth, but then don't let truth spoil your story. From there you do your exaggeration, you do whatever you want. That's the best way to keep it original. Start from yourself, because each one of us are very unique, very different backgrounds we have in our country. Each one of us a very different take on each issue we have. So from there you start, and that's the only way to keep it original. Yeah. Magisha Peramal is asking, will you write a book? Yes, I will. At some point. Sasikumar Sambandam is asking, what is your working style? Is it a group writing or own creativity? You mean own writing or group writing, right? So kind of both, man, definitely. So I work independently. Of course, each one of us do that. At least within A1 stand-up, the repertory, each one of us writes separately. And very often we have this group writing session. We come together, we sit together, share what we've written, and we get some amazing, great feedback from everybody else. And that really shapes our thinking, shapes the material. In the past 2 years, definitely I've taken a lot of help and a lot of mentorship from S. Arvind, Baggy, and definitely KK and all the other artists in the repertory. That is, I think that is one of the blessings, and I think I got here much faster because of all the great feedback, learning from others' experience. That has significantly helped. And also, we have a wonderful open mic forum here. We have Tanglish comedy, we have Chennai comedy. So every time there is an open mic finishes, we have a little chit chat, and that's the satsang. It's a beautiful camaraderie we have. People have, and guys come tell me, give inputs to each other, and that shapes the material very significantly. And so it's a great, it's kind of both. You start writing yourself and come to the forum, do your satsang. Yeah, that's open mic, and the group thing happens, and the craft improves really fast. Hi all, if you have liked the video, hit the like button and comment, and subscribe to us for a video every Wednesday.